Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Somi here again. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking, and I hope you consider joining the family. Subscribe, click the red button, you cannot miss it. Subscribe to the channel and join the family. Let's grow, guys. We hit 10k. Oh my days, like we hit 10k. We're at 10k subscribers now. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy and I'm so grateful. Like, can you imagine? I have 10,000 subscribers. That is insane. But yeah, thank you guys. And for my OGs, thank you. I love you always. Thank you for all the love and the support. My last video, I put out a Q&A, and a lot of people in the comment section were asking me to read my statement of purpose or statement of intent or letter of explanation. People call it different things. Whatever you want to call it, it's fine. I think in my title when I did mine, I called it statement of intent, like a statement of intention of like coming to Canada. That's what that means. But yeah, whichever thing you call it, it's fine. It's all the same thing. So people ask me to read it out, okay? Mainly because of my transition. Because if you don't know, I transitioned from nursing to human resource management, and there's this huge misconception that if you switch careers, you wouldn't get your visa approved. But I beg to differ, right? Because like, look at me, I've been in Canada for like a year, almost a year and a half now, and I switched careers, like completely different careers. So you can definitely get your visa even if you switch careers. Statement of intent is a really hard thing. Like even when I was writing mine, like I had to enlist the help of, obviously like an agent had helped me to get my visa, right? But I wrote my statement of intent myself. So like he had just guided me on the things to explain. I can't remember everything he said, but I'll just read my statement of purpose to you and I'll break it down as we go. All right, so I'm going to be reading it from my phone. I do not have a hard copy because I did what's it called, I did online application. So this one, I remember always writing it on my Google Docs on my phone. Like when I think of something, it took me probably a week and a half or two to complete my statement of intent. I'll just go to my phone when I think of something good. I'll write it down. So I don't have a hard copy, so I just have it on my phone. I'm going to read it from my phone for you. So let's start. So the heading, so I had a heading. I wish I could like show you guys, but I can't. I'll try. So I have a heading that says statement of intent hyphen Chisom, my middle name, my last name. Okay, so that's the heading of this letter. Okay, so the first paragraph. My name is Chisom, middle name, last name, comma, a graduate of Ternopil State Medical University, Ternopil, Ukraine, with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing from September 2014 to June 2018. Full stop. I live with my biological parents, Mr. and Mrs. first name and last name, who have been my sole sponsors my entire life and up to this moment. Full stop. I can't thank and repay them enough for their love, support, and sacrifice. So that was my first paragraph, and that was a brief intro on who I am, what I've done in the past, and about my family. So if you note, I made sure to hint that my parents and my sponsors, they've been sponsoring me my entire life and are continuing to do so, because they want to make sure that you have a sponsor and your sponsor is, you know, not going to leave you drying or leave you hanging when you come to Canada. So I emphasize the fact that my parents are my sponsor, and even to this moment they are still my sponsor. Okay, so second paragraph. My whole family lives in Abuja, Nigeria, where my siblings and I grew up. I have 5 siblings, 3 brothers, namely, and 2 sisters, who are all graduates, and every one of them work and live in Abuja, Nigeria. So 2 of my siblings are happily married, and I have a nephew and 2 nieces. So again, just emphasizing family, emphasizing that my family lives in Nigeria. All my family members live in Nigeria, which means that I have a family tie. So one thing that the immigration officers like to see are ties. There are several types of ties that I mentioned in my last video, so I made sure to incorporate family ties. Okay, 3rd paragraph. I first left my family to a different country in 2013 to the United Kingdom to study at Canterbury Christ Church University before moving on to Ukraine. I do plan on paying them visits every once in a while depending on my school and work schedules. Okay, so the reason why I added this was to show that I have traveled in the past and I still went back home. So I traveled to the UK, I went back to my family. I traveled to Ukraine, I went back to my family. And me traveling to Canada means that I am still going to go back to my family. I'm just trying to show them a pattern. And I also explained to them that I'll be going back home regularly to visit my family tie. The tie that I have in Nigeria, I'm going to be visiting them. Okay, 4th paragraph. As an aspiring entrepreneur, and also having watched my father grow his company to where it is today, I have come to understand that every company, including startups, needs a human resource department, as it is a vital part of growing a successful firm because it involves the most vital asset of any company, the people. Wow. Hey, see speech. Gosh. Also, a lot of companies are starting up due to the increase in population, and that opens up more job opportunities for me. So I thought, why not learn it myself? Know how it works and build a successful business with my knowledge in the future, which led me to choose the course Human Resource Management at Thompson Rivers University. My parents have also encouraged me to study this course. It's also a plus that this course has been designed to suit students with a non-business degree. I've read the testimonials on Thompson Rivers University website, and a lot of graduates of the Human Resource Department are doing very well for themselves, and I believe I'll get a good return on my tuition after my studies. Okay, let's pause there. So obviously with this, it shows that I researched about the program Human Resource Management on the school website, and I legit saw testimonials and I saw what these graduates said about the program. So I incorporated that into my statement of purpose. Always do your research. Google your program in your school's website, and then find out the courses you're going to take under that program and talk about it. Hint a few things, let them know that you've done your research and you know what you're actually going to study. Let's go to paragraph 5. Schooling in Canada would be such a great opportunity for me. I say this because of the exposure I stand to get and being able to mix up and interact with different cultures, as Canada is known to be a very multicultural country. I will also have an opportunity to work part-time while studying, which wasn't easy to come by in Ukraine, where I underwent my bachelor's program, as there were very limited opportunities to work, mostly due to language barriers. That was a huge disappointment for me because I wanted to work part-time in order to reduce the workload on my parents and spend my free time doing something productive. Okay. So yeah, I explained to them the reason why I wanted to come study in Canada. Because why are you not studying this program in your home country? Why do you have to come to Canada to study this program? So you have to explain why you chose Canada as your place of study. And I just explained the reason why I even like Canada more, citing my history in Ukraine and stuff. So make it personal, because like I said in my last video, your statement of intent and the documents you submit are like your interview. Because with Canada, I've never heard of anyone that went for an interview. You mostly do not go for any interview for your visa. Other countries you could, but with Canada you don't. Maybe there's an exception. But so, which is why your statement of intent, or statement of purpose, and your documents need to answer every question that your visa officer or immigration officer would have. Answer every possible question. Think about something that the immigration officer might want to know about you, and then answer it, because this is your interview. There is no opportunity for you to present yourself in person. So put your heart into your statement of intent. Okay? The 6th paragraph. Regardless of the limited opportunities to find jobs in Ukraine, I still successfully managed to get a job as an online English tutor, which I have continued even to this day. I always did this on the side regardless of the job position I held at so company, because obviously my documents are such that I was working somewhere at the time. So yeah. Being able to work gave me so much joy, and I didn't have to rely on my parents as much. So hearing that Canada allocates a minimum of 20 hours per week to international students made me super excited about life in Canada. I currently work as an online English tutor where I teach people English from all around the globe. So obviously I'm bragging right here, showing my skills, telling them what I do for a living at the moment, and just showing them that, I'm being productive. I'm not just going to come to your country and not and not add my own value into the economy. Obviously, we working here, being an international student or an immigrant, and working here is helping the economy, right? So I'm just letting them know that I'm a very productive person. I like to work, and also cited the fact that there's a minimum of 20 hours. I wrote that very well. It's 20 hours I'm going to work max. Okay, so I just wanted to let them know that I'm very productive and I'm not lazy. That's why I added that. So the next paragraph, 7th, I think. Living in Canada will be very beneficial for my creative abilities, as I enjoy blogging and vlogging, and I would be more than happy to share about life in Canada to the world through my lens, which is what I'm doing. Guys, I did not lie now. I didn't lie. I'm not sharing about Canada to the world. Okay. I strongly believe that my enthusiasm for human resource management, my eagerness to learn how successful companies develop their workforce, and my ability to work hard will help me succeed in such a fulfilling career. If granted the visa to study in Canada, I will strive to succeed and implement the knowledge and experience gained to contribute to the growth and improvement of my father's company and any future firm I hope to work with at the end of my study, and in my future business ventures in Nigeria. I am looking forward to taking the next steps of achieving my dreams. Oof, wow. I said me right though. I used to have a blog, right? But yeah, that's old news. Okay, so basically in this paragraph, I'm letting them know that I plan to come back to Nigeria. I plan to go back to Nigeria to further my career. I'm not planning to stay in Canada. I'm planning to go back. So that's one thing you must highlight in your statement of purpose or intent. Let them know that you're going to go back to your country and make use of this new knowledge. Fine. In the other paragraph, I said that I was going to work in Canada while studying, but now I'm telling them that once I'm done studying, I am going to go back home and make use of this new knowledge that I have gained in my country. Okay, so letting them know what you plan to do with the program. All right, so the last paragraph, furthering my education will allow me the opportunity to work in my desired career. earn more, and be able to support my parents and show them how grateful I am for all their support to me. Thank you for your time and consideration. Voila, that is my statement of intent. I still cited that my parents are my sponsors, and once I'm done, I'll repay them for their care and support. Also, a thank you at the end of every letter is always important. Thank you for your time and your consideration, because for considering me to come to Canada, thank you. So that's the end of my statement of purpose. Not long. Like I said, it took me about 2 weeks to write this down. I put a lot of effort into this, and I hope that you write well, show yourself, answer any question your immigration officer would have. Tell them about yourself, tell them about your family, what have you been doing so far, and how that has brought you to where you are, what you plan to do with the program in the future, and the fact that you plan to go back to your home country after your study program. Just talk to them, let it feel like you're chatting. When you sit down for an interview, like, tell me about yourself, like what are the things you say, make it personal, so the immigration officer can relate to you. I think that's my best advice so far. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll answer the questions in the comment section. Let me know the videos you want to see. Like, okay, I'm back now, so bombard me. What do you want me to film for you? And I would do that. Okay, so adios, bye.